Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to Grim Fandango Remastered, a redone version of one of the last and arguably best adventure games that LucasArts ever came out with. Now, LucasArts doesn't really need an introduction in terms of adventure games. You had Maniac Mansion, the Monkey Island series, and the list goes on and on. But this was probably one of its most original ideas, a film noir story set in the Mexican land of the dead. And this came out in 1998, and I played it when it first came out, and I loved it, and I'm looking forward to rediscovering it, because it's been a long time. So, let's get to it.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. It's just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No. What journey?
The 4-year journey of the soul. It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you, Celso. It could be very, very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records.
Womp, 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 womp.
The bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead-end, no-commission, low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny. The boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Especially not with clients like that. Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of burros for eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint. ¿Qué es esto?
Alright, so now we have control of Manny, and as you can see, Manny Calavera, a travel agent, quote-unquote, for the land of the dead. You just use the joystick to move around, or the mouse. Back in the day during the computer, it was kind of pain to move Manny around, but this is a lot better using the controller. Now, Manny can do several things. He can reach into his jacket and get all of his items, like, for example, his switchblade scythe, which is so cool.
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
You can go ahead and just... And we can move around. Unlike most of the point-and-click games that you could do for LucasArts, since this wasn't point-and-click, you'd walk around, and if Manny's head turned like that right there, there's something that he can grab.
Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me.
So we got a pack of cards, and an ace
I
card.
don't feel like pitching cards right now.
Let's put it back in our coat.
Read them already. Didn't help.
Logbooks don't seem to be any help. Let's go ahead and check the information tube. Similar to what banks have nowadays, but back in the day, this is how businesses used to communicate.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Whatever you say, Jefe.
Okay, well, we heard from Boss Man. Let's go ahead and head out of our office. Now, it's been a long time since I played this, and the game does not automatically save. Oh yeah, this is very old school. There's no auto-saving, so if we save the game, we need to mean it. So here's the office.
Domino's door is locked. Probably scared I'll steal one of his files. Not a bad idea, actually.
And that's Domino. That's the office for Domino, our head rival. That used to be Manny's office as well, by the way. And R1 is to run around to get a little bit quicker. But I love that music. I love the environment of this game so much. And here's the secretary.
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
Ugh, gazpacho.
Where was the poisoning again?
Just ask your driver, for crying out loud. He'll know.
Busy as ever, I see.
I'd have more work to do if you had more clients.
Ouch.
I'm going to try and go through all the dialogue options here.
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me. Well,
okay.
I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
I will. And this is the boss's door.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
And got a hole punch.
Mind if I use your hole punch?
Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Gets the aggressions out, doesn't it?
Now, if I remember, we have an item we can actually use with the hole punch. There we go. As long as you have it in your hand and then try and use the item.
Manny, what are you doing?
Just marking cards, honey.
So there we go. Now the card has holes in it. That'll be used a little bit later. I don't remember what for. But in the meantime, we have these 2 elevators. I think this one leads down to the main floor of the office building, but this takes us to the garage where we need to go. Saw that awesome hot rod hearse that just passed by. In this huge garage. The environment, I mean, just everything about this game is just gorgeous.
Hey, service.
Hey, who the... Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect... Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them, just wrench them.
I'm Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Gladys. I don't get many visitors. Hey! I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Oh yeah, that was lovely. As you can see, Domino does a lot to screw with Manny.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh, I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
Well, let's see if we can recruit Gladys.
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry, can't. Rules.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
Aw, I can sympathize with that. You're not too big.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick torch job to let out the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
As you can tell from his little work hut that he has. So let's rush and see if we can get this work order signed from the boss. So we have Glottis to basically work on our hearse and get it up to his specifications. So we reach in here, we get the work order out. There we go.
That won't help it get signed. That won't help it get signed.
Oh, I think we have to talk to Ava.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh yeah, like you're going anywhere.
Yeah, but I gotta get to that poisoning. Okay. Well,
I can't find my driver.
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
No, but I like to hear your description of it, just for kicks.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living,
Dead people?
preferably, and he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here, having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
fun stuff.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
What if we just skip town tonight? You and me, baby.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we'd never make it out of the city alive.
But
In one piece, I mean.
I bet I could get you out if I really tried.
Oh, Manny, look at you. You're a trapped soul and you don't even know it.
I guess due to the fact we're working community service, the powers that be that Manny talked about would probably see us grind to powder.
Why do some clients qualify for better travel packages?
They led good lives,
¿Qué traes? How do you define a good life?
better than yours and mine.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
Well, I gotta go hit the
Fat
bricks.
days. Though I have to say, for Mariachi Skull people, they look pretty good. So we can't get Don to sign the work order. Let's head down here to the main building. I do remember what we need to do, at least this far. One of the things that was really interesting about this game is and it was kind of a flaw, but some of these puzzles are actually very, very hard to figure out. They don't have a whole lot of logic to them. Let's go ahead and
Let's see.
examine
Where
all
am
the
I on
things.
this? Don Copal, Domino Hurley, Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me.
No, that's you, Manny.
Good afternoon. Ah, the old head of the department. Way before my time. I heard he was a total slave driver.
Yeah, he looks it.
There she is. The number 9. One of these days, I'm gonna ride her right on out of here.
Now, the super hard puzzles don't show up until later in the game, obviously, but actually, we didn't check that door.
It's locked.
Oh, well, that answers that.
Not that I have a choice, but I wonder if I'd be happier working on a ship. Then again, I'm so competitive, I wouldn't be able to relax until I was captain.
Can we look at you, sir?
How's it hanging? Now this guy, I don't know who this guy is. I think he just paid for the lobby renovation. It's locked.
So nothing over here. Let's head outside. Look at this gorgeous building. I wish there were actually buildings like this. This would be
I
amazing.
remember the year they built that. Mostly because it cost so much we didn't get bonuses that year. Tacaños. I remember the year mostly.
Now, what I really like is a car like this.
We can't operate cars. That's how they keep us from skipping town. Oh, I sold so many car travel packages when I was first starting out. When did I lose my edge?
So they cannot drive cars. That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. It looks like a fair's going on, or a carnival, but we actually need to head this way. And hello.
Hello?
I think that's a
I
little
don't
bit.
like the way that eye is looking at me.
Yeah, that's a little bit later. But check this out. We've got the rope of ties, it looks like.
It looks like a rope, but it's really just a bunch of cheap ties tied together.
And let's go ahead and climb it. Already putting ourselves in danger. And it looks like we have a office window. Now, as we can tell here, this is actually Don's office. So he skipped out. He's gone.
If I go out that way, everyone will know I was snooping around in here.
So let's look around here.
I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning. Memo from the desk of Don Copal. Hey! Work orders are assigned by my office and are not exchangeable among salesmen. Swapping, selling, and specially stealing work orders will result in severe disciplinary action.
The guy who voiced Manny for the longest time I thought was Edward James Olmos, the guy who played Adama on Battlestar Galactica. Not the case, though.
Employees of the Department of Death Bureau of Acquisitions, employees who have made their sales quotas are invited to take the Day of the Dead as a holiday, as long as they make up the time lost on the following weekend. Idiota.
That is incredibly corporate. Let's look at his computer.
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
So right now he has it set on "Didn't I say no interruptions today?" And he's got a lot of automated responses, but what we need to do is, "Aw cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will ya? I'm busy." And that'll get the work order for Glottis
I'll
signed.
just change his auto response here.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy!
Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and head back out the window, because I don't think there's anything else here that we need to get. Oh. Yeah, skeletal pigeons are... and we can't go around that way. So it looks like we are going to have to head down. It's not climbing up the rope that would scare me, it was the climbing down. Now, let's head back to the office, and that must be the Day of the Dead carnival going on, which is very appropriate. I figure every day would be Day of the Dead here, though. But very familiar with Day of the Dead. I've lived in New Mexico and West Texas my entire life, so Day of the Dead's kind of a big deal around here. I wish everyone looked like this. That would be amazing. I'd like that more than Halloween and Christmas.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copal, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy!
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
There we go, Glottis. Hard at work.
is, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah! I'm driving!
Imagine seeing that going down the road.
I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Domino.
Got himself a nun.
The living still give me the creeps.
Now imagine if the real world looked like this.
It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all.
How about you, man, behind the counter? Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it. Uh-huh.
If I scare them to death, then they'll become a customer. But I'll get nailed with a conflict of interest rap.
Alright, fine.
I can't reap hamburger, cows are a whole other bureau, not to mention the lettuce.
I think that may be everything that we can...
Smells like the perfect client, rich and sweet. I can't use my bare hands. I'm a professional. Bound only by the paper-thin wrapper of mortality, a soul here lies, struggling to be free, and so it shall, thanks to a bowl of bad gazpacho and a man named Calavera.
And we have the medicine for this. It's Peter Dinklage.
Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you'd care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
Maybe Glottis should be the new host for Top Gear.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
Oh, I couldn't have 4 years and you couldn't move? Oy.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Okay, and we're back. Under our control. Anything new going on?
Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Yeah, and you missed a great client. Domino came back from there with a nun.
Híjole, I got a tiny little man with a mean temper and no commission.
Well, at least you don't work for one.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You're trying to get me away from my desk so you can link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling.
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
So Don's not in here.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
Or he may be in there now. And it looks like Domino's office is open. And here's ours. So I think this is a good stopping place for the first episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to playing this through again. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.